It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice. Looks like psychosis. Life on relationship road. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice. Looks like psychosis. We live on relationship road.
Paula in number 9 is surprised to see Sean showered and wearing his decent jeans. It's the first time in about 4 weeks. She is really happy to see this change in him and can't help hoping for a lovely day with him. Then she sees him going to the fridge and taking out some cans of beer. "I want a bag to put these in," he says to Paula, who is standing in the kitchen doorway. Paula hesitates because she doesn't really know what is going on. "Come on, hurry up," snaps Sean. "I haven't got all day." "Where are you going?" asks Paula, knowing that people are not supposed to be going anywhere much at the moment. "I'm going round to Mick's," says Sean, grinning in that rather stupid way that he does sometimes. "Though it's not any business of yours where I'm going. Some of the lads are getting together for the footy." "But the government hasn't said that people can go out and meet friends yet, and the football is a repeat," says Paula, still feeling rather confused. "We're not bothered about that. None of us have got this virus thing, so what's the problem? It's about time we were able to have a few beers and enjoy ourselves. This lockdown has been a pile of shite. Mick says it's just the government trying to control us," says Sean in his usual self-opinionated and clueless way. "Come on, where's a bag for these cans? I don't want to be seen carrying them down this road. You know what a nosy lot they are in this road. They're just as likely to report me if they saw me." "When will you be home?" says Paula weakly. "I dunno," says Sean without a second look at Paula, walking out with a bag full of cans. Paula doesn't know what to do. She is angry with Sean as he is putting her at risk as well as himself, and she is angry because she is still with him, and angry because she feels so useless and helpless. She sits down and begins to cry. Once she has started crying, Paula finds that she can't stop, and she sobs her heart out alone in the kitchen. This is the first time she has cried properly since her mum's funeral, because Sean gets angry if he sees or hears her getting emotional. Paula has learned to be hard these past 12 months, and often argues with Sean. She is not physically afraid of him, but she feels worn down by his constant emotional battering. He puts her down at every opportunity, and although most of the time she can brush it off or argue back, these past number of weeks cooped up together all day every day has really made its mark on her. After some time, Paula can cry no more and gets up to get a beer. She opens the fridge, but Sean has taken all of them with him. She fills the kettle instead and makes herself a cup of coffee. It dawns on her that she has become far too reliant on drinking as a way of coping with Sean, and that she actually enjoys the cup of coffee. She begins to fantasize about what life would be like without Sean. "Maybe I could lock the door and not let him back in," she muses to herself, but she knows that she will never do that. He would make such a scene, and her life would be even worse after pulling a stunt like that, she thinks to herself. Paula puts a wash on, and after its spin, she heads into the garden to hang it out. Suddenly a small ball comes over the fence in her direction. "I'm terribly sorry," says Shona apologetically, standing on her tiptoes to look over the fence. "I was playing ball with Rachel, but she got a little excited and threw it over the fence rather high. By the way, my name's Shona," she adds as an afterthought. Paula sees her new neighbour's face properly for the first time since they moved in. She is rather pretty, thinks Paula, and she has a friendly face. "That's okay, I'm Paula," says Paula, throwing the ball back over the fence. She manages a smile and then carries on hanging her washing out. "I hope the children don't make too much noise for you and your husband," asks Shona, not disappearing as Paula would have expected. "No," says Paula, "we don't really hear them. They must be really well-behaved children." And then, despite herself, she added, "How many do you have? Is it just the 2? "Yes," says Shona, laughing. "2 is quite enough. Better get back to them. Nice to meet you." And with that she went back to the girls, as Rachel was getting a bit impatient waiting for her mother to play ball again with her. Paula goes back into the house and she can't help thinking that her next door neighbour seems really quite nice. She realises that she actually feels almost happy, and she is smiling as she hasn't done for a very long time. Paula decides not to tell Sean that she has met Shona because he would only have something negative to say about it. It will be her little secret. That evening, when Jerry was back home and the girls were in bed, Shona tells Jerry about her chance meeting with Paula. "I told you to give them a chance, didn't I?" laughs Jerry. "I know," says Shona, "but that's her. I'm not so sure if I like him." "I think she had been crying, you know, because her eyes were really red and puffy. I hope she's okay," she comments with some concern in her voice. This is one of the reasons that Jerry fell in love with Shona. She has a big heart, really. "Perhaps she has an eye infection," suggests Jerry. "Or more likely he has upset her," says Shona, who is only guessing about what has happened. "There you go again, making a judgment before you know anything," says Jerry, with just a hint of annoyance in his voice. "Just give him a chance, like you gave her. It's more important than ever now to get on with our neighbours." "Oh, okay, I know you're right, really," says Shona, as she snuggles up to the love of her life. She was surprised to find that she was quite liked by her next door neighbour. Well, so far anyway. Maybe living here won't be so bad after all, she begins to hope. If you have something you would like to share, or a concern you would like addressed, please send it in and we will try and incorporate it into the future storylines. Tune in again for the next episode of Relationship Road.
Welcome to Relationship Road, where people live just like me and you, alone or together in all kinds of weather, and most of them are scared of this flu. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice it looks like psychosis. The pressure's starting to show. What kind of neighbor am I? Am I doing my bit for the road? My parents are elderly, my children disorderly, the whole world is suddenly slow. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice it looks like psychosis. The pressure's starting to show. And if you need me, let me know, and I will be the first to show. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice it looks like psychosis. The pressure's starting to show. The future, well, nobody knows, but we'll do our best till then, I suppose. I've got my friends and my family, no place that I'd rather be. I'm learning to go with the flow. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice it looks like psychosis. The pressure's starting to show. And if you It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice. Looks like psychosis. Life on relationship road. What's going on over there? It's none of my business, I know, but I couldn't help but notice. Looks like psychosis. We live on relationship road.